Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome back everybody. Let's take a look again on the gold market. So here we do not have a lot of changes since the last week. So the minor bounce has started here from the predefined support area, and in general gold stands in a crossroad of the different setups. So on the weekly chart we have the bearish setup with this pattern sell-off, and the daily trend also stands bearish, suggesting that this price action is not over yet, as we suggested it might continue lower. But sudden reversal here last week on the background on some news, and you can see has triggered this upward action, which well, at least has given some chances to maybe more extended retracement or even sharp reversal here. And this market still stands above these lows, coiling around this area, but the pace of this action gradually slowing. Also in the weekend we talked about the cross-market analysis when we see some appreciation of the United States dollar this week, and suggesting that euro could drop below the significant lows on the daily chart, which also make pressure on the gold. Second, performance of the interest rates. So interest rates are not climbing just because of the overbought on all time frames, including monthly chart, and it forced market just to stay around 2.5 interest rate, I mean on the 10-year bonds. So but overall background for treasury yields also stands bullish, and it also makes pressure on gold market. And in the short term, or better to say maybe mid-term, as you know from our weekly report, that we suggest that gold remains under pressure. So although this might be some fluctuations, maybe even some stronger pullback, but in general we suggest that this major pattern here should get the continuation, so with some downward continuation in the nearest time. On the longer time frame also it starts to see some signs of weakness. So if we take a look at the 4 time frame chart, instead of the direct upward continuation forming maybe some kind of the double bottom as we discussed, with this divergence that we have in place, market has real difficulties to proceed higher. So actually it's start moving up but then stop suddenly, start dropping, and it mostly reminds kind of the diamond consolidation, where often it becomes the reversal pattern, but sometimes, at least with using the fundamental background that we have, it seems that it might be the continuation with the downward breakout here. It's also possible. Anyway, we think that currently the bullish background is becoming weaker, but still theoretically it is not failed yet. And as in any time we could get a lot of different news and unexpected events that could change the situation drastically, it is not forbidden to consider taking the long position as well here. So if you would like to buy gold until market stands above these lows, you could think about this scenario, maybe trying to take the position as closer to the lows as possible. For example, you could consider something of that kind if market will show some deeper ABCD retracement right here, right? So in shape of the card is cheaper to buy. That will be not bad chance, and think about taking the position, because in this case your loss will be very small, potential loss if market will fail to reverse and start dropping. This will be not the strategy actually. From that standpoint, if you get the chance to catch the position very close to the invalidation point, that's great. But in general, this type of the performance and fundamental background, as I said, stands not in favor of the rally on the gold market right now. And we suggest in general that market should be probably under pressure within the 2 or 3 months until the summer. Then situation gradually should start changing. On the hourly chart, the same story. So you can see that the market shows the bounce from the XOP that we suggested. So if you remember in the weekly report we talked about this area. If you have taken position here, well, you could move stops to the break-even and see what will happen, or maybe even take some profit. But currently this upward action was not able to continue higher, and market has formed bearish grabber right here, dropping lower. So it means that indeed, as we said, it might be the ABCD pattern that we have. This might be ABCD pattern that we have discussed on the 4 time frame chart. So it could lead to some deeper ABCD action right here. So if you're still considering taking a long position, maybe it makes sense to wait and see what will happen around this area, or even to avoid the taking a long position based on the situation that we have here and with the overall fundamental background that we have currently.